Good evening. Welcome. I guess it's Monday. I don't know. I can't keep up what day it is, people. Welcome. What day it is, people? Welcome. Well, I called Legion Force this afternoon. Well, I called them this morning. They wasn't open. That was 10 o'clock my time, but I think they're in California. I called them about 4 o'clock, to find out if they got the email. They said they look in the spam and all that. I said, well, I sent it. Well, send me the email. I send you the pictures again. They finally got it after about the third or fourth try. And she was talking to another lady that I talked to last week, but I guess I didn't hit the right buttons to get in contact with her, I guess. I don't know. Got a new rotary tiller, not the Legion Force rotary tiller. I'm getting a PULSAR rotary tiller. And I think it's a different color, tubeless tires, and all that. And I keep asking, can you have him send it to Home Depot and put together and deliver it? Well, that fell through. Well, it's coming from Walmart. I didn't know Walmart sold stuff like it, but I guess they do it in other stores. So it be here either by Friday. I know I ain't forgot. I might be old, but not enough to forget the birthday. Because 709 and my daughter's birthday is Sunday, which is Mother's Day. Okay, men. I don't want you to forget Sunday because it's Mother's Day Sunday. And make sure you don't forget to get the mother something for Mother's Day. And your children, if you're able to and old enough, don't forget your mother something for Mother's Day. 'Cause that's the only mother you got. I'm not talking about stepmothers, because really it's not your blood, but if they married your dad, it'd be stepmother. But don't forget about your mothers on May the 11th. And it's a very important day. Because my daughter Gina, she was born on Mother's Day. I know I've talked about this story all the time, but we ain't going on a trip to the hospital. I called the preacher of the church we went to and told him that, my mother came a grandma. She didn't know that. And she played the organ and piano at the Christian church in Charlestown. And I'm going to do something. I like my kitty cat. because it's Mama Blackie, you all know, passed away in December. And I've been watching, I guess you call it hockey, or what do you do when you kick the ball, whatever that's called. And so I'm going to keep my new rotary tiller and just use it for parts. And the first thing I did is take the rim off of the rotary tiller. It's one of those split rims, people. You got to fashion them together around the tar, this and that. Then you got one on the drive shaft or whatever you want to call it. And I never had so much problem taking off 8 bolts, different bolt sizes, this and that. And the rim is cheap metal. You can tell it's not made here in the United States. I usually, I tried, try to get the tar over the rim, and the rim bent. That's that cheap stuff coming from outside the United States, either China or Vietnam or places like that. That's what going on so far today. Got something coming by FedEx. It should be here, I don't know, either tomorrow or Wednesday, I would say. At least by Thursday. It's supposed to be here between 10 and 2. It'd be more like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's something for the kitty cats. And it has to be put together. I guess you call it one of those cat trees or something like that. I'm going to get back on my camera a minute. I'll figure out where everything is. And I want to show you something if I can figure out where it is. People, I got an iPhone SE. And Lordy. Okay, I got it on my screen. You all see that? I can't get it off of my cell phone screen. It's blocking a bunch of apps on my screen. It's create a story, I guess, for TikTok. Any of your people, it has an iPhone SE. Maybe this is all iPhones. And I just want you all to help me figure that out, because I'm not smart enough. And that's how come we are YouTube. Hello, John County, Kansas Cop Watch. How you doing this evening? Hey, everybody out there, you see that JOCO Kansas Cop Watch. Go to his YouTube channel. He's a guy about my age, I think. Maybe a year younger, maybe a year older. go to his YouTube channel. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. You know, because where he lives, he on the streets where he lives, it's like daylight. For me, it's dark where I live. Country roads does not have street lights. Don't ask me why. But I got a new rotary tiller coming. It be here in the next 14 days. It's not the same model. I got to upgrade. And instead of black, it's gray. I guess it's PULSAR. I forget the model number of it. If I don't write things down, I can't repeat it. And so that lets you know how my day went. Dummy Boots, she knows around 4 or 5 o'clock, it's din time. Well, LB, January, Kelly, and the other mama cats showed up. But Boots, she showed up after I came back in the house. I had to get a small can of food. Well, I still have some left in the can, and gave her some canned cat food. And I peeped out the window before it got dark. I had another visitor. Oh, Rocky the raccoon. And but I tapped on the window, it took off, and I got busy doing something else. Hell, 709. I figure you'd be watching TV. I was watching, well, what do you call the people that kicks the ball? I was watching 2 teams. I forget the name of the team that was playing today. And I don't know what they get a kick out of kicking the ball around or hitting it with their head. No, it's not volleyball. Whatever it's called. And but I think one night, last week, I guess they was women out there doing it. I like to watch women. And, even in basketball, it's not because of women. Basketball, baseball, stuff like that, always been a man's sport. I get watching those women play basketball, baseball, soccer. I know they kick a ball, but see, that's what, I knew it was on the tip of my tongue, but I couldn't think of it. And girls or young ladies, they got to be better than the men. That's why I watch them. They're very good, in basketball, this and that. What I like to see, maybe you all might disagree with me, the women in each state or however it works, whoever the champion is that's in their class, play the men in the same class, Let's see who is better. I bet the women will beat the men in basketball, baseball. I remember back probably 20s, 30s, there used to be a women's baseball team. I know you all seen it on TV. Was it Tom Hanks who played in it with a bunch of girls? And the girls done pretty good. And like I say, women can play sports pretty good. But as far as men playing in women's sports, I just agree with them. Because they're not born a woman. They got advantage over it. As a father, grandpa, just like you all, I don't think men should compete in women's sports. If they're born a man, stay in men's sports. The only reason they competing in men's sports, ladies' sports, they can't win in men's sports. That makes them a chicken. Bark, 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 bark. Yeah, a chicken. Yeah, Madden in it, Rose O'Donnell, and a bunch of other. I like them old shows. I was watching The Rifleman today, and him and his son, they was in the wagon with some old man and the other idiots of the town where they was at. The sheriff's out, deputy took over. They was going out hunting for rustlers. They shot the old man in the back, beat the heck out of the rifleman, and this and that. I think I fell asleep doing it. And that's what happens. And I've been watching HOA shows on YouTube today. I was watching some good ones. But I guarantee you, I wish I was that smart. And I'm making HOA videos. But I didn't do too good on writing stories when I was in school. But those people that makes those HOA stories is very smart. I got to give them credit for it. You can't beat it. I hope everybody had a great day. No, today's Tuesday. What I get today was Monday. I'm sorry, people. I thought today was Monday. Sorry. I see the date on my computer, but it don't say what day of the week it is. But as you know, people, Sherry is busy doing some house repairs, remodeling her house, kitchen cabinets, flooring and stuff like that, making her house. And she had a new door put in, new windows, stuff like that. So that's how come she might not be on here. There goes my kitty cat. Because every time I look at that, I see Mama Blackie. Every time I go in the bathroom, either take a bath or a shower, I took a shower tonight. I look over in the clothes basket. Every time I look, I see Mama Blackie's spirit in there. And like John Wayne, the night she came in, she ate her canned food, some dry food, drank some milk and water. You know, she acted like maybe a little sick and got in the clothes basket. Then John Wayne got in there with her. She didn't die alone. John Wayne was right with her. You know, usually outside animals, people, dogs, cats, any outside animal you got, they'll run away from home and die. But Mama Blackie decided to come back home to be with me and her babies. And she knew I would take care of her and buried her. You know, when I dug the hole, her daughters, her grandbabies was right there by the hole the next morning. They knew it was for the mother and the grandmother. I let them, you know, I opened it up, let them smell their mama and say goodbye to Mama Blackie, just like we do. And I had her in a plastic dollar store bag. Then I had her in another one. Put her in the hole, sprinkle some lime dust, some dirt, and some more dirt, sprinkle lime dust, and pack it down, some more dirt and lime dust to do that. I will tomorrow go to Walmart since it's food stamp day, and probably the JC store. I don't know. I just have to wait and see. I'll probably get me another 24 pack of Pepsis. Maybe another bag of cat food. Maybe a rose bush if I can find one I want. My garden's going to be late this year. I was hoping to have everything planted in my garden by Derby Day, which was last Friday and Saturday. So I'll be late. Because Dad always planted his garden either a couple of days before Derby or maybe a day after Derby. But right now, it's almost a week after Derby. And if you all haven't seen it on your local TV station, the horse that won the Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs is not going to run in the next race. You know, decide not to run. But I think the third race, June or July, I believe he's going to run then. Oh, yes, right. That's right. It was yesterday. And I wasn't on Monday because of Hudson and Rex. Hey, people, if you like a good show, and it's out of the Providence of Canada. The show is called Hudson and Rex. Rex is the K9 German Shepherd. his name on the show is Rex, but his real name was Diesel. Diesel passed away a month or so ago of cancer, and his brother's taken over his spot. And they showed quite a bit of Canada up where this is being filmed. And, it's great. And if you probably can and people to find out if it's on your local TV station, maybe you can type Hudson and Rex into your TV guy or TV station. You all know better than I do where to go. And but you can also type it into YouTube, Hudson and Rex. I think there's either 6 or 7 seasons of Hudson and Rex. And I like Hudson's girlfriend. I think she's kind of like a coroner. And I love that show. I sit there, I watch it. It relaxes me. It relaxes me. That's what I need, keep calm. Not having no heart problems, no high blood pressure problems, stuff like that. I like shows like that. I get watching, like I said, HOA videos on YouTube. I don't know if it was real or somebody is a good storyteller, but if that's really happening, I tell you what I would do, some of the crap they pull. I wouldn't be nice. Let's be terrorized, threatened, And I'm not going to say I do because I ain't got no HOA. And I don't want you all to do it. Get a gun and shoot them when they trespass. Do everything the right way. Do it legal. Record everything. Make sure you got the paperwork, the deeds and everything, the bylaws, county laws, city laws, stuff like that. I saw a commercial tonight on TV, and I hope you all don't fall for it. It's leaf filter, on your gutters. That you buy a leaf filter, you don't have to clean your gutters out. People, you all see my gutters. I got leaf filters, and it's all stocked with those, what do you call it, whirlybirds, seeds thing. It's all full on top of the leaf filter. And from what I've read about leaf filter or any other people out there, you got to have wind to blow that off. And where I'm at down in the hole, I don't get that much wind. So that means I have to get my ladder and a brush and sweep it off. Is that worth $2,000, $3,000, or whatever leaf filter charges you? Be wary of leaf filter. They got me real bad. I look at my paperwork. There's nothing signing of a credit place to take out a loan for it. And I was going through a lawsuit, and they understand that. But be wary of leaf filter. They'll put the shaft to you. And you're still going to have to get up there and clean everything off with your filters unless you got strong wind. Because where I live, the wind comes out of the west and it has not done anything. I'm going to have to put the ladder up on my house, get up there and sweep everything off of the asphalt shingles. Well, I tell you something about this dash cam, people. It's for your safety. It's protecting you while you're out driving. And 709, I think you have to read an instruction. You can set it up for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, record. I had mine set up for 3 minutes. When the 3 minutes up, it starts recording again with another file. And you can see how big a SD card you can put in it. You can look on that. But people, I know some of those dash cams cost a whole lot of money. But what is your family's life worth? They got a dash cam that you could do the front and back. And I've seen on TV the other day, they got one that do the front, the back, and both sides, right and left side. And also, you want to check, see if it has a GPS on it, because that'll give you where you're at, your longitude, latitude, or whatever. You all know what I'm talking about. The why I push dash cams. You seen wrecks where you all live. You at an intersection, say you come up, the light's green, and the other side, right and left is red. You pull out there, and the next thing you're going to do is get T-boned. Well, the other person's going to say, you run the stoplight. Then they said they have the green light. But the best thing by you having that dash cam, it'll show you who's lying. That's one of the reasons I push for a dash cam. Protect you when you're out. It records audio, video. It protects you, your vehicle, and your family when you're out driving. That's why I push it. I know everybody has cell phones. It has a cell phone. But trying to live stream on a cell phone, here's something you got to look at. What kind of data plan you got? You want to look at unlimited data. What I got on my phone, like AT&T and Cricket, which to me is the same, I pay around $50 a month since they take it out of my checking account. And if I went to Verizon, have the same data plan, it'd be $80 to $100 a month. Verizon is good. I used to be with them. Every time I upgrade my phone at Verizon, about every 2 years, I lost my unlimited data. Then you have to pay more. That's where they get you, people. And but Kelly, the new mama cat, her first litter this year, since she's a little bit over a year old. She has one baby kitty cat. She been moving around, you know. I happen to be up on them, and I see her, and I said hello and put some food down. Then she moves them again. But with all this rain we got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, she's on the porch, and she close to the food where she don't have to really leave her baby, because I put one of those wet canned cat food or dry food and milk in it where she don't have to leave there. She'd be right there. And same thing around 5 o'clock with canned food. I put her some canned food down there. Then I go out there in my chair and feed the other cats. Here she comes to get some more canned food. Like the mama cats, they get a little bit more canned food because they got to feed their babies. And you know, I do give them special treatment. I do give the mother cats extra food because of the babies. And the mama cats, I give them extra food because of the babies. Give them extra milk to help them with the babies. You know, people, I know quite a few people here on YouTube is animal lovers. Cats, dogs, or whatever kind of pets you got in your house. Might be fish. You might have a fish tank. You got your favorite fish that's in your tank. Or maybe a pet raccoon or a squirrel or a bird or maybe a possum. I did see one person who had a pet possum in the house. Every time I look at the possum, oversized rat in my book, I think they're ugly in my book. You know, everybody got their opinion. And, you know, there's a Duke Hazard horn. And like I say, I got a cat tree. It'll come either tomorrow or Thursday. Hello, Sherman Stick. How you doing, my friend? You know, I want to welcome all the new subscribers. I want to thank the people who has donated through PayPal and the Cash App. But I don't tell who has donated through PayPal or Cash App. That's nobody's business. You know, if you send me something to my post office box, you know, if it's gift cards, cat food, something for my kitty cats, you know, make sure you put a note in it. I won't mention the name either. But on PayPal and Cash App, I won't tell people who has donated. And I know one person put into the chat that they have donated. And but that's okay. And another YouTube channel, just like you got Kansas Cop Watch in here. This guy I'm going to mention is in the state of Florida. Chuck Bronson, I think is his name. He does some cops videos down in the state of Florida. I like what he's using for his stream. I don't know what kind of thing he's using for streaming on. If somebody makes a comment, it says so-and-so made a comment or so-and-so made a $5 donation. And I don't know what he's using. If you all play a whole lot of games, like on Twitch and other places, I'll watch a guy called Steak, like you eat steak, but that's what he goes by on his channel. And he plays games. Arkansas, not a bad place to be from. I saw that video there, 709. I've seen a turtle on a skateboard. He just sits on it. He goes a whole lot faster on the skateboard than he does walking. There's a few videos, I think, on YouTube. That turtle goes real fast on a skateboard. Yeah, I think that's pretty nice. No, it's not going to keep flooding. That's how come I talk about it and show you pictures of my yard flooding. That's protect me and have evidence. Well, you all know exactly how to research it. I live between the 19-mile marker and a 27-mile marker of I-65. From what I've found out, people, state of Indiana, the section where I'm at was put in the 60s. But I've talked to people who used to own this property before I-65 even was thought of. It never did flood. And your engineers that's on my YouTube channel, when they built I-65 about, I guess, maybe 1,000 feet west of me, give or take a little, they got put pipe underneath the road, and it's a small pipe that they put underneath the expressway, like maybe 12 inches in diameter, I guess. It should be bigger than that. Then they cut a ditch out. Then they put a creek in. And that's how come I'm getting my flooding, because the state of Indiana, which is INDOT, I-N-D-O-T, INDOT. And you people who's smarter than me knows what I can do or how to do it, like that. If I could get, here's one thing I'm going to ask for. I need dump truck loads of dirt. They would have to back in. I'm not talking an 18-wheeler dump truck, just regular sized dump truck, and dump dirt. But here's catch-22, people. I got no way to spread it if I had the dirt. I would have to put in at least 3 inches in my side yard, maybe 2 inches in my front yard, and my backyard, which people, I don't know, because I'm out in the country. I got a septic tank. You got ladder lines. Can I put more dirt back there where my ladder lines is? You know, people, I'm a city boy, not a country boy. I've been here 6 to 8 years. You know, it's a ballpark. I can't remember. Let's see. 28 would be 10 years. I guess I've been here 7 years. If I got it right. I don't know. But I thought I closed on the house in 17, but I think I closed in January of 18, I think. I don't know. I slept since then. But I'm not an engineer, people. And people who's young or maybe my age, you know, in the state where you live, I don't know if Canada does it or not, or Israel. But when I was growing up, people, the state of Indiana, along the highway, would clean the ditches out. You know, that big bucket they clean it out. Same thing with the county, same as the city. I guess in the last 20 plus years, they stopped it. And that's the problem. You know, the state don't do their job. I'm not in the floodplain. If I did, I have to pay more for insurance. But I blame the state of Indiana. You know, and they should be responsible for it. Before it rained Friday, I haven't been out there to look at it. I had an 18-wheeler recap in my creek that came from I-65. So what's that tell you? Where's the water coming from? You know, that's how come you people, you know how to help me. You know the right people to talk to. I live in Indiana, the county of Clark. And, you know, that's how come I got my post office box in there. That way the state of Indiana can contact me through my post office box until I can get in touch with them, you know. But I want to thank you all that has helped me. On LG, I'm going to have to put everything back up in my chat. I will, Sherm. And I'm put in the reference number, the model number, and the serial number. Like I said, today's Tuesday. They haven't called this week. My son done told him, they said, well, we bring you another stove. And my son flat told him, I don't want another stove. After 2 bad ones, I don't want a 3rd bad one. He said, I want my money back. And that's the problem that we're having with LG right now, the ThinQ. But I'm going to have everything written out on paper if I don't forget it. The reference number, the model number, and the serial number. And I know some of your people has called LG. They've been turned into the Federal Trade Commission, the BBB, the local TV station troubleshooter. And it takes like your people here on YouTube to call them. So why are you doing it to an old man, on this reference number? Why you're messing with him? Because it's in my son's name. Because everything in this house, the icebox, the stove, the washer, the dryer, is in my son's name in case something happens to me. That way, none of the other people in the family fight over it. But just want the money back. Well, we can go buy another one, but it won't be an LG. Man, after getting one back in December 12th or 13th of 24, they brought it. It was one of them smart stoves. You got a control panel. They said everything works. Hey, me and my son didn't know nothing about it. You couldn't set the clock. You couldn't turn the oven on. We call LG. LG said call Home Depot. Home Depot tell you to call LG. Finally, about 2 weeks after December 12th or 13th or 24, we got a new one. And the people brought it, put the new power cord, put the racks in, because I couldn't figure out how to put the stupid racks in. And they showed everything worked. Within 2 to 3 weeks, the oven quit working. You can't set the clock. Sometimes it might have 90, 72 on it, or 70, 90 on it, or something like that. And since my son wants the money back, LG don't seem to give a crap. And it sucks, people. And I got to get my other pad of paper. It's out there in the shed. Since that's one I used on top of the rotary tiller that I done a picture of. Because that's what Legion Force wanted. And they confirmed today that I could keep it for parts. People, before you buy a rotary tiller or anything, check and see if you can get parts for it. Like that rotary tiller that I got, Legion Force. I can't get parts for it. Can't get a new transmission. They ain't got it. And like carburetors, there's other things that is interchangeable. Spark plug you can get. But as far as the transmission for the Legion Force, you can't get a replacement. There's a whole lot of things on that weed eater that you can't get parts for. Since that wouldn't go in reverse, it tells me by talking to them on the phone and watching YouTube videos of the Legion Force rear type rotary tiller that they got a problem. Listen to it when you hear the audio. It sounds like in the background the transmission is making a noise. It takes that 90 weight transmission, rear end grease to go in it. And plus, I showed them pictures of the box was damaged. The metal frame that came in was damaged. The zip ties, whatever it was holding, was cut off. So something damaged it in shipping. So, but do I blame Home Depot? I begin to blame Home Depot, to blame them. They know the problems with the LG stove. They know the problem with the Legion Force rotary tiller. They know the junk. That sounds like Home Depot is selling junk. That's my opinion. But I've talked to other people on the internet who has bought from Home Depot, like the LG ThinQ stove that they're having problems with, the Legion Force rear type rotary tiller, and it's, to me, it's junk, and Home Depot knows it's junk. And people, if I own a business, I would tell, like LG, I take all your LG junk out. I don't want it. And just like at Legion Force rotary tiller. But they do, Legion Force does make a good generator. I've talked to people who got them and never had a problem from day one. I had it within the first hour after I put it together, put the oil, the rear end grease in it, make sure I had 20 or 25 pounds of air in it, which it had 22 pounds of air in it. And that's one thing I don't like, people. With my experience on a rotary tiller, you got tubes in your rear type rotary tiller. The rim is going to slip. Then it's going to put a hole into your inner tube. But that new rotary tiller, whatever it is, is a tubeless tard. It looked like the same transmission. But I try to get PULSAR to put it together. Say if it came from Walmart, have him put it together at the local Walmart store. Make sure everything works. People, the bad luck I've been having, this is the second replacement on the PULSAR, which is the same thing as Legion Force, but a different color, they said. I think they told me it's gray instead of black. And, let me see if I can figure this out. All you need is just a number, right? Let's see. U Y. Oh. Let's see, UUY 85262. Get back in my alphabet. P. N. Let me see if I got that right. UUY 85262 p.m. But StreamYard.com/UUY 8562P November. Well, you know what you're doing. I think people, you just click on that, I believe. But maybe let me do this too as it got up there. Huh. Let's make sure I do this right. 8526 2 p.m. You know, you was in here the last time, Justin. I'll let you come in. You know my rules. Don't worry about what happened the last time, you know, your roommate with the TV on. Don't worry about that. I didn't get no copyright. So go ahead and get in here. That's stupid. You know, I began to hate McAfee because it keeps popping up. I don't even have McAfee on my blankety blank computer. I can't even hit escape. I can't exit out. I can't do crap. And I don't know what to. Well, you had problems with it the last time. That's how it is. That's how it reads. It says StreamYard.com/UUY85262 p.m. You had problems with it the last time, if I remember right. Maybe I forgot to try Try this. Try this. HTTPS, the two periods, / StreamYard. I'm going to have to write this crap down because I can't remember this bull crap, people. HTTPS period / Let's see if I can type it again in here. HTT. Oh, man, I can't spell. HTTP. Where's the two periods? Periods / Okay. Dot. Or is that a comma? I always hit the wrong button. / UUY 85 262 PM. Is that better? Hey, I forget how to do it because it's been months since I've been on here by doing this. I wrote that down. Are you asking an old man to do something that I don't know how to do it? This is how, let me bring it up. This is how it shows to invite. It said copy it. So that's exactly what it's showing me on copying it. But, when it comes to copy and paste, I don't know how to do that. It says, send the link to your guest. You may also want to share the instruction for your guest. You can have up to 10 people on the screen at once. Well, it says either Gmail, email, or Messenger. I copy it, but this exactly how to say this exactly how when it reads when it says copy it. That's exactly what's in it. Yep, that's exactly what it says. You know, HTTPS, two periods, two slashes. Let me look at it again because I swear I don't. Well, what it's showing me, I've got it up on the screen now. It says, oh, that is that what I did? Leave the S out? I see I got HTTP two period slash StreamYard. Well, it don't say. I wish I could share the screen. All it says on here, I'm looking at it, is HTTPS, the two periods, // StreamYard.com/UUY 85262 PM. Paul November. It's, you know, that's how it shows up on my, you know, I don't understand it. Oh, I did, didn't I? Let me do this again, people. I told you I ain't smart when it comes to this crap. H T T P S. Make sure. Get out of the capital with HTTPS. Let me try it again, people. Let me look, see if I got it written down just like Juarez. HTTPS, the two period slash StreamYard.com/UUY 8526 Paul November. Hey, I back before when I had my other computer, I had no problem. I had no problem. But since that's been a while since I've been on here, that try it again. Who was it? Jesse? I could say he's smarter than me. Let me look at yours. Well, I can't understand it. How the heck do you underline it? What I do, I have to. Well, that's okay, War. You said something about underline. What, do I have to underline it or what? I don't understand it, people. What that blankety blanket, I'll leave it out. I see what else I'd done. I left the .com out. See, I told you people, I ain't that blankety blank smart. Let's try it again. It's driving me batty, people. HTTPS. 2 periods, // STREAMYARD StreamYard.com. Slash UUY 85 262 2 P If it don't work this time, people, let's try this. Yep, it's still in the gas tank. Hey, I took, it's mine. I'm going to use it for parts. They sent another rotary tiller. It's not the Legion Force rotary tiller. It's the PULSAR rotary tiller. The same thing, 212 cc, but they said it's gray. Where did he go to? See if I can look him up again. Go back through my chat. Hey, Justin, try it again. Now, I'm an old man of 70 years old, know nothing about computers, things to work. Try it now, Justin. And anybody else got a microphone and a camera on the computer? Give it a try. Give it a try. Let's see if we can do something. I know Justin, the last time he came live, he had problems the last time. But let's get back on my rotary tiller. Maybe Justin to come in here or somebody else. And I got the new rotary tiller after I called them again. I sent emails over the weekend, yesterday. They never got them. I called them. I said, I sent you the email yesterday, and the lady looks at nothing. I said, send me the email again. She told me exactly the reply to all, and I put the pictures in there, and they got them. I don't know nothing about this crap, people. When it comes to computers and cell phone, I am dumb. I don't understand it. like I say, before my other computer went down, I had no problem inviting people into the studio. And also, War, you don't have to have a camera and all that on a computer. You can use your cell phone. You got a microphone and a video camera on your cell phone. People, you can do that. You can come in live that way. So I'll leave it up there. And, but, uh, I find my email. That's not it. Okay, people, the replacement, I had to figure out, like I say, when it comes to, oh, my shoulders hurting. The new rotary tiller, well, the one that I had is out of stock. It's a P for Paul, T for Tom, G for George, 1120 RG. I've done that. That's bad, people. You're trying to do stuff. Oh, that's not what I want. Here I'm going to give you the model number of the new one. They said it's P. Paul, T. Tom, G. George, 1120 Robert George. The units are the same, but a different color. Is this okay? Kindly confirm. I did. Now, that's what you get trying to read and talk on. But that number I read out is the new rotary tiller number. It's a little bit higher price than what I paid for mine. This one's between $800 and $900, but since they ain't got the Legion Force, they gonna give me that. Well, this is coming from Walmart, but I don't have to pay for it because the one I got, people, nobody has it. Lowe's don't have it. Home Depot don't have it. They don't have it. And that's the one they going to send me. So, I try to get them to put it together. People, if you watch those videos on this rotary tiller, it comes in a box. You got to cut the box away. Then it's in the metal frame with zip ties. And 4 bolts, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Well, all I had to do was take the 2 bolts out of the front because what was in the rear was ripped out. The zip ties was cut. The box was ripped. It was, as they say, damaged in shipping. I'm glad I got good people that knows about computer or StreamYard to help me out. That's what YouTube family is about, people. You know, I gotta thank you. You know, after I get off of here, I might forget it. You know, that's how I am. Let me do something if I can do that. I took a picture of it. Now I have something to go by. You know, Toro lawnmowers is good. You know, my neighbor that thanks to you YouTube people that has donated through Cash App and PayPal, I was able to get a used, which I didn't want, a Troy Bill. It's 4 to 5 years old. And I used the money that I got from PayPal and Cash App to get it. His dad gave him his Troy Bill, which is a couple years old. But his dad, you know, I don't understand. I guess he got 2 or 3 riding lawnmowers. One was a Troy Bill, you know, it sit on with the motor in the back with the steering wheel. He got a Troy Bill. Then he got a Cub Cadet, or it's yellow, Cub Cadet, the same thing with a light on it. He got that. So I think he has 2 or 3 of those, 2 Troys, 1 Cub Cadet. He can only use one. Like I say, you know, self-propelled lawnmower is good. But somebody like me, you know, walking, I couldn't use it. I couldn't do it. My heart doctor says no. That's how come I have to have a riding lawnmower. I like to have a 0 turn with roll bars on it. But I just don't have the money for it, people. Let's see where that FedEx package is. The 8th. What? From Memphis, Tennessee, creative labor. Then we have your package in Olive Branch EMS on its way right at the FedEx location, Olive Branch EMS at 1:43 p.m. today. And they said the 8th. Well, I figured it'd be here about Friday. Look at the more details. Wait, that cat poke will be here on the 8th, which is Thursday. It probably changed by then. But no, since I took a picture of that wire, and the next time I come live, somebody asked me in the email, when I get that new rotary tiller, am I going to be live? People, you don't want me to be live because you hear stuff that you don't want to hear. And it's not like me on my YouTube channel. Because you got to cut the box on all four sides, you lay it down. And then you get all the paperwork out of it. You get your 1 quart of oil out, 4 quarts of rear end grease out. You take everything out, put it on the ground where you won't lose it. Then you take the 2 bolts, it's in the front out, and the 2 in the rear out. But, but I did a video. I told Legion Force people or POS or whatever you want to call Legion Force, I told them my YouTube channel, I said, you look, you see me where I'm hoping it works. I told them, I said, people or lady, I said, I talk about it on my YouTube channel. I gave him my YouTube channel. I done a video taking the filter out of the gas tank. Then I step in front of the camera and put the dirt in it, some of them, high static, I'm on the borderline. I'm on the borderline of static transmissions like that in them tractors. if you got a bucket on it, on the front, they said it's better if you had the regular transmission. Most of the people I know that got John Deere's Kubota tractor, they said it's better to have a regular transmission instead of the static. So, I'm going to sleep good tonight. Because people, I took the rim off of the rotary tiller. It's a split rim on that rear type rotary tiller. You got you got 4 volts for the shaft. You got to unscrew them. That's like grinding your teeth, try to get but I don't have an impact wrench, so that's okay. Then you have to take the other 4 bolts, which you have to get a different socket to take them off. I done got my hand hit it, I don't know how many times. I had to squirt some WD-40 on it. Then I broke it loose. Then I used my drill with the socket on it and undone it, and the rim split apart. And it seems like the tube that was in it was too big, is what it looks like to me. But I was looking for a hole in it, and I guess I had to air my compressor up and air it up and see where the hole, but I swear I saw a slit in it. And but people, when I took it apart, you know how when you buy tires, it's all trimmed up. It was all trimmed. When I took the rim apart, it's in 2 pieces. You see rubber that they did not cut away. Like you see on your car tires, they trim it real good and they like that. But on this Legion Force, it had pieces of rubber. Somebody didn't do the job and trim that off, and I think that's what damaged it. But I guess I'm going to have to go out there tomorrow and do a video of that. I hate to see what the other side looks. If that's anything like, let's see, on the left side, I hate to see what the right side looks like. And okay, everybody, I want you to have a good week. Thank you for jumping in and thinking war on it. Sorry, people. And since I got a picture of it and I get my notebook and I write it down, then I can remember it. Just go to my book. But don't ask me to copy and paste. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot when it comes to that. They should have some way where you can click on it and move it over to your comments, by posting in your comments. Why can't StreamYard make it easy for an old man like me? I'm old. So man, McPhee, what I like to do is blow up McPhee. I can't do nothing without McPhee popping up on my blankety blank computer. You can't exit out. You can't hit escape. You can't do crap. So if you all got any ideas how I can stop this bull crap, I will. Everybody, God bless you. I might do a video of the tar, then upload it on that tar and show you what I've got. It dug real good, but it wouldn't go in reverse. 2 flat tars, there was 22 pounds of air in it. The rim slipped on it. I could see why it slipped. Somebody didn't know what the a-hole was doing. I guess that was either made on a Monday or a Friday. But what I found out, it's made either in Vietnam or China. I don't know. That's poor workman stuff in my book. So, people, you have a great week. Thank you all. You know, I covered quite a bit stuff about the rotary tiller, what I went through with them on the phone today, trying to send them an email. And because I called them, I sent the email either Sunday or Monday. And today's Tuesday, and they didn't get it. I guarantee you, people, let's buy American stuff. Because even the metal that they had on those tars, I could take it and bend it with my hand. Or maybe a pair of pliers. You should be able to do that. It's a piece of junk. You know, anything like that come into the United States should pass inspection. I don't see how this has passed inspection. The metal in the rims is cheap. They didn't, like I say, I do the video sometime tomorrow. I got to run to Walmart, maybe get me another 24-pack of Pepsis, probably a gallon of milk, or see what kind of donuts they got. And probably some other things. And maybe go to AutoZone or something like that and get me 2 valve stems and a thing you can put under the valve stem where you can pop it into the rim. The way it looks, it'll probably bend the rim, and some kind of glue where I can seal it to the rim. So that's what I've done today. God bless you all. Thank you all. I got another software. I don't even have McPhee on my computer. It keeps popping up. I don't like McPhee. I never did like McPhee. I don't know the blankety blank why McPhee keeps popping up. You can't exit out. You can't escape it out. You got to go keep hitting skip, 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 skip. Then finally the store pop up. Then you know. I know it's a sales gimmick. I went into my files. I cannot find any McPhee in there. And maybe that's something that StreamYard put in. I don't know, but it's a piece of crap. And you can't exit out. You can't hit escape because I've always either exit out or hit escape, and you can't do. Let me get a pencil. Task Manager. Tomorrow, I probably will. I might know. It depends because, it's a busy day. It's food stamp day. I got to run to the grocery store. That's only 6 miles from me. And, the AutoZone, which is right there close to Walmart. But I want to get those tars. I took the tube out of one. I want to make it tubeless. That way I have a spare in case the other one gets messed up, now I got spare parts. So I should be on here. I know, but I like doing it because it protects me and all that. Because that's what I tell people. When you're driving, record it or live stream it. But if you live stream it, you got to make sure you got unlimited data. But you can record it. And when you get back home, then you can upload it or download it to your computer. That's for your safety, people. If you ain't got a dash cam, you can record when you're driving to protect yourself and your family. And that's what I want you all to do. So, people, it's after midnight where I'm at. And I catch you all later. Oh, my arm hurts. I got to go in there and take my medicine. If I take it like I'm supposed to in the morning time, I'll still be sleeping at 10 o'clock. I'll be taking cat naps. I love you. God loves you. Don't you dare give up on God. God and Jesus has not given up on you. So don't give up. Okay, War. I'll catch you later. Everybody, you have a great week. Don't work too hard. Remember, if you got school where you're at, watch out for them yellow school buses. Be careful. And tell your kids before you go to bed you love them. When you get up and they get ready to go to school, tell them you love them. Or before you go to work. Because anything can happen. So I love you all. Thank you all that has helped me out tonight to figure out everything. Now I got to figure out where my task manager is. Okay, goodbye.